Have you ever done it? I mean, really done it? Have you written an affirmation on a sticky note and put it on your mirror, only to feel a little more desperate each time you looked at it? Have you scripted your perfect day in a journal, describing the car, the house, the relationship, and then closed the book and felt the crushing weight of your current reality come flooding back in? Have you sat there trying with all your might to believe you have $1 million, while the sound of your landlord knocking on the door for overdue rent is the only thing you can actually hear? If you're here, my guess is you have. You've been told about the law of attraction. You've heard ask, believe, receive. You've watched The Secret. And for a lot of you, it just didn't work. Or maybe it worked for small things like manifesting a parking spot. But when it came to the big stuff, the deep, soul-shaking desires of your heart, it fell flat. And you were left feeling like a failure. Like maybe you just weren't high vibe enough. I'm here today to tell you something that might shock you, and it might even make some people angry. The popular version of the law of attraction, the one sold to us in movies and best-selling books, is a deeply incomplete picture. In fact, it's so incomplete that it's practically a lie. It's not a lie told with malice, but a lie of omission. Today, we're going on a deep dive. We're going to dismantle the pop culture myth and rebuild our understanding from the ground up. Because beneath the oversimplified slogans, there is a real, potent, and life-altering law at play. A secret law, if you will. It's not about just thinking positive thoughts. It's so much deeper, so much more profound, and so much more real. So grab a coffee or some tea. Get comfortable. Turn off your notifications. Because what we're about to explore today could fundamentally change the way you see yourself and your place in the universe. This is the masterclass they didn't give you. This is the truth about the secret law behind manifestation. Chapter 1. Beyond Ask, Believe, Receive. Why Popular Manifestation Fails. Let's start by ripping off the Band-Aid. The Ask, Believe, Receive model is fundamentally flawed because it puts the cart before the horse. It teaches us to be beggars to the universe. Please, universe, can I have this? We write down our lists, we shout our affirmations into the void, and we wait. The problem is this whole posture, this act of asking for something you don't have, perfectly and powerfully reinforces the one vibration you don't want, the vibration of lack. Every time you ask for wealth, you are screaming into the energetic void, I am not wealthy. Every time you desperately plead for love, your entire being is humming with the frequency of I am unloved. The universe, as we will soon learn, is not a cosmic waiter taking your order. It's a mirror reflecting your state of being. This is why so many people get trapped in a cycle of frustration. They perform the techniques, but their inner state remains one of want and neediness. They try to slap a happy thought on top of a mountain of subconscious doubt, fear, and unworthiness. It's like putting a single fresh coat of paint on a house that has rotting foundations. From a distance, it might look okay for a moment, but the underlying decay will inevitably crack the surface. The popular manifestation movement often encourages a kind of toxic positivity, where you're told to ignore your negative feelings. But ignoring your feelings doesn't make them go away. It just shoves them into the basement of your subconscious, where they'll bang on the pipes and sabotage your efforts from the shadows. The failure isn't in you. It's in the incomplete map you were given. Chapter 2. The Law of Energetic Resonance. So, if the universe isn't a waiter, what is it? Here is the first great secret. The universe doesn't give you what you want. It gives you who you are. This is the core of the real law, which I call the law of energetic resonance. Everything in the universe, from the chair you're sitting on to the thoughts in your head, is energy. And all energy vibrates at a specific frequency. Think of it like a radio. If you want to listen to a classical music station broadcasting at 101.1 FM, you can't tune your radio to 92.5 FM and hope for the best. You won't hear classical music. You'll hear whatever is broadcasting at 92.5 FM. It's not punishment, it's just physics. You have to match the frequency. The law of energetic resonance states that like energy resonates with like energy. Your reality, the people, the circumstances, the opportunities, the health, the wealth, is a perfect energetic match to your dominant vibrational signature. So, the goal is not to ask for wealth. The goal is to become the energetic resonance of wealth itself. The goal isn't to beg for love. The goal is to embody the frequency of love so completely that a loving relationship is the only possible reflection the universe can show you. This shifts the power entirely. You are no longer a beggar. You are a broadcaster. You are a powerful transmission tower. And your job is to consciously and deliberately choose the frequency you are broadcasting. This is the true engine of creation. It's not about what you're saying with your mouth. It's about what your entire being is singing to the cosmos. Chapter 3. The Quantum Canvas. Okay, so we're broadcasting a signal. But what is this signal interacting with? Where do things actually come from? For this, we can borrow a metaphor from the strange and wonderful world of quantum physics. Imagine a vast, infinite, formless field of pure potential. A field of energy that contains the possibility of everything. It contains the health you desire, the poverty you fear, the joy you seek, the sorrow you avoid. It is a formless, intelligent energy, a kind of quantum soup where everything exists in a state of probability. This is the quantum canvas. It's the stuff of the universe, waiting to be given form. In quantum physics, there's a fascinating phenomenon known as the observer effect. In simple terms, scientists discovered that at the subatomic level, particles like electrons exist in a wave of all possible locations until they are observed. The moment they are measured or observed, this wave of possibility collapses into a single, specific particle in a single, specific location. Now, let me be very clear. I'm not saying you are literally performing quantum physics experiments with your mind. But this is a powerful metaphor for how reality works on a macro scale. Your consciousness, your focused awareness, is the observer. When you direct your consciousness, charged with belief and emotion, onto a specific possibility within that quantum field, you begin to collapse the wave function. You are instructing this infinite potential to coalesce into a specific, tangible experience. You are the artist, and this field is your canvas. Without an artist to give it focus and direction, the canvas remains beautiful, but unformed, void of potential. You are the one who picks up the brush. Chapter 4. The Power of Your Personal Vibration. So, we have the quantum canvas of all possibility on one side, and we have you on the other. You are the bridge. You are the tuning fork that strikes a note and causes a specific part of that canvas to vibrate in sympathy. But what creates the note you're playing? It's not just one thing. Your personal vibration is a complex chord, made up of multiple notes playing at once. Your thoughts are a note. Are they thoughts of optimism and potential, or of cynicism and limitation? Your emotions are an even more powerful note. Do you feel gratitude, joy, and peace on a regular basis? Or are anxiety, resentment, and frustration your daily companions? But it goes deeper. Your subconscious beliefs are the deep, resonant bass notes that underpin the entire chord. These are the truths you hold about yourself and the world, often formed in childhood. I'm not good enough. Money is hard to come by. I'm always unlucky in love. These beliefs broadcast a powerful signal 24/7, even when you're trying to think positive thoughts. And finally, your physical body is part of your vibration. Are you nourishing it with healthy food and movement? Or are you living in a state of physical stress and depletion? All of these elements, your thoughts, emotions, deep beliefs, and physical state, combine to create your unique energetic signature. This is the signal you are constantly sending out to the quantum canvas. The question is, are you consciously composing your music, or are you letting it be a chaotic, Discordant noise dictated by old programming and external circumstances? Your power lies in realizing you are the conductor of this entire orchestra. Chapter 5. The Power of Crystal Clear Intention. Before a builder can construct a skyscraper, they need a blueprint. Not a vague sketch, but a detailed, precise, and unambiguous plan. Vague intentions get vague results. I want to be rich is not a blueprint. It's a wish. What does rich mean to you specifically? Does it mean having $10,000 in your savings account so you can finally feel secure? Does it mean earning $250,000 a year through a business you love? Does it mean a net worth of $5 million so you can retire and travel the world? These are three completely different energetic blueprints. The universe cannot deliver a package to an incomplete address. Your job is to define your desire with what I call emotional clarity. This isn't just about the numbers. It's about the why. Why do you want that specific amount of money? The blueprint needs to be infused with the emotional charge of the end result. I intend to joyfully receive $10,000, which will allow me to feel a profound sense of peace and security, pay off my debts, and take my family on a beautiful vacation where we will create lasting memories. See the difference? That's not just a wish, it's a scene. It's a destination. It's a clear signal that tells the quantum canvas exactly what reality to begin assembling. Take the time to be the architect. Don't just scribble a wish on a napkin. Sit down and draw the detailed, emotionally rich blueprint of the reality you intend to build. Be specific, be bold, and be clear. Chapter 6. Rewriting the Subconscious Code. This, my friends, is the work. This is where most people give up, and it's the single most important chapter in this entire journey. You can have the most beautiful blueprint in the world, but if your construction crew, your subconscious mind, believes that skyscrapers are dangerous and bound to collapse, they will sabotage the project at every turn. Your subconscious mind holds the core programming that runs your life. Most of these beliefs were installed before you were 7 years old, accepted without question from your parents, your teachers, and your early experiences. Beliefs like, you have to work hard for money, life is a struggle, you're not smart enough, people will always let you down. These aren't just thoughts, they are deeply ingrained energetic patterns that create a constant, dissonant hum, canceling out your conscious intentions. So, how do we rewrite this code? First, you must become an archaeologist of your own mind. When you set an intention, say for wealth, what immediately comes up? What's the little voice in your head that says, yeah, right? Listen to it. Write it down. That's the limiting belief. I don't deserve it. Rich people are greedy. I'll just lose it all anyway. Once you've identified the belief, you must deconstruct it. Where did it come from? Is it really true? Whose voice is it? Then you actively replace it. This is where affirmations can become powerful, but they must be crafted to dismantle the old belief. Instead of I am wealthy, which your subconscious will reject, try something like I am in the process of allowing more wealth into my life, or it is safe for me to be powerful and prosperous. Techniques like meditation, self-hypnosis, you can find guided tracks all over the internet, and a practice called scripting, where you write from the perspective of your future self who has already achieved the goal, are all powerful ways to access and reprogram this deep, hidden code. This is the deep cleaning that makes room for the new reality to arrive. Chapter 7. The Language of the Universe. If intention is the blueprint, then emotion is the energy that makes the blueprint magnetic. It's the electricity that powers the broadcast. The universe doesn't respond to your words, it responds to your feelings. You can repeat, I am happy 1,000 times, but if you feel miserable, the only frequency you're broadcasting is misery. The secret is to learn how to generate the feeling of your wish fulfilled before it happens. This is the ultimate creative act. You have to feel the gratitude for the money before it's in your bank account. You have to feel the warmth and security of a loving relationship while you're still single. You have to feel the vitality and health in your body even if you're currently feeling sick. How is this possible? It's a skill, and it requires practice. The most powerful emotional state you can cultivate is gratitude. Gratitude is the ultimate signal of reception. It says to the universe, "Thank you, it has been received." Start a gratitude journal, and don't just list things, feel the gratitude for them. Feel it in your chest. Let it bring a smile to your face. From that state of gratitude, you can then pivot to your desire. I am so grateful for the roof over my head, and I am so grateful for the feeling of financial freedom that is flowing to me now. You are using a real, current emotion as a launch pad to generate a future, desired emotion. Joy, peace, security, love. These are not just outcomes. They are the currency of creation. Your job is to become emotionally wealthy first. Master your inner emotional state, and you will become a master of your outer reality. Chapter 8. Visualization that actually works. Most people think visualization is just idle daydreaming. They picture a Ferrari in their mind's eye for 30 seconds and wonder why it hasn't appeared in their driveway. True, effective visualization is a full-body, immersive experience. It's about creating an event in your imagination, so real that your brain and nervous system cannot tell the difference between the imagined event and a real one. When you do this, you begin to generate the genuine neurochemistry and emotional signature of that reality, which in turn broadcasts the corresponding energetic frequency to the quantum canvas. This is not daydreaming. This is programming. The best time to do this is in the state between wakefulness and sleep, what some call the state akin to sleep or SATS. As you're drifting off at night, or just as you're waking up, your conscious mind's defenses are down, and your subconscious is more open to suggestion. Here's how you do it. Don't watch a movie of yourself getting what you want. Instead, get inside the movie. Imagine a short, simple scene that implies your wish has been fulfilled. For example, instead of visualizing a check arriving in the mail, visualize a friend congratulating you. "Wow, I can't believe you did it. How does it feel to be debt-free?" Feel your hand as you shake theirs. Hear their voice. Feel the rush of pride and relief in your own body. What do you smell? What are you wearing? Involve all your senses. Loop this short scene over and over, feeling the reality and the emotion of it, until you drift off to sleep. You are planting a seed in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind, and you are charging it with the emotional reality of its fulfillment. This is how you build the neurological and energetic framework for your desire to manifest. Chapter 9. The Art of Releasing. Here we arrive at one of the great paradoxes of conscious creation. Once you have created your blueprint, rewritten your limiting beliefs, and felt the emotional reality of your desire, you must let it go. This is, without a doubt, the hardest part for most people. We become obsessed. We check our bank accounts every 5 minutes. We look for signs. We constantly wonder, is it working? Where is it? When will it get here? This obsession, this neediness, this attachment is the energetic equivalent of screaming, "I don't have it yet." It is a vibration of lack, and it creates massive resistance that blocks the very thing you desire from flowing to you. Think of it this way. You place an order on Amazon. You are confident the package will arrive. You don't call the warehouse every 10 seconds to ask where it is. You don't worry that they've forgotten you. You trust the process and go about your life, knowing it's on its way. Detachment is not apathy. It is not giving up on your desire. It is the ultimate act of faith. It is a quiet confidence that because you have done the inner work, the outer world must conform. It is the release of control over the how and the when. Your job is the what and the why. The universe, with its infinite intelligence, will handle the logistics. It might come in a way you could never have predicted. Releasing your attachment is like opening your hand. You can't receive a gift with a clenched fist. This letting go is a sign of true energetic alignment, a deep knowing that it is already done in the unseen. Live your life, find joy in your present moment, and trust that the package is on its way. Chapter 10. The Bridge of Incidents. A common criticism of manifestation is that it promotes passivity, that you can just sit on your couch and think your way to success. This is a misunderstanding. The law of energetic resonance does not negate the need for action. However, it completely changes the nature of the action you take. There are two types of action: forced, ego-driven action and effortless, inspired action. Forced action comes from a place of lack. It's hustling, grinding, and trying to control every outcome. It feels heavy, stressful, and often leads to burnout. It's you trying to figure out the how and build all the bridges yourself. Inspired action is completely different. When you are in a state of energetic resonance with your desire, you will begin to get nudges. Ideas will pop into your head out of nowhere. You'll feel a sudden urge to call an old friend, visit a particular coffee shop, or sign up for a class you'd never considered. You'll notice synchronicities, meaningful coincidences that seem to be guiding you. This is the universe presenting you with the bridge of incidents, the series of seemingly natural steps that will lead you to your destination. Your job is to learn to recognize these nudges and act on them without hesitation, even if they don't seem logically connected to your goal. Inspired action feels light, exciting, and effortless. It feels like the next logical step. It's not about forcing doors open. It's about walking calmly through the doors that are opening for you. Pay attention. The universe is whispering, and your only job is to listen and walk the path. Chapter 11. The Skeptic's Corner and the Great Debate. Now we need to pause. It's crucial that we address the voice of skepticism, both the voice in your own head and the voice of the outside world. To ignore it is to be intellectually dishonest. Many of you are probably thinking, this sounds great, but is there any real proof? Or is this just wishful thinking? So let's put the law of energetic resonance on trial. Let's look at the facts that seem to prove it's not real, and the facts that suggest there's a powerful truth here. And I want you to be the jury. Drop a comment below with your own thoughts on this, because this debate is what makes the topic so fascinating. First, the case against manifestation. The arguments are strong. The first is confirmation bias. This is our psychological tendency to notice and remember information that confirms our existing beliefs. When you're trying to manifest money and you find a $20 bill on the street, you scream, "It's working." But you forget the 500 other days you walked down the street and found nothing. We celebrate the hits and conveniently ignore the misses, creating a false pattern of success. The second argument is survivorship bias. We only hear the stories from the people who made it. The best-selling authors and life coaches who claim manifestation changed their lives are the survivors. We don't hear from the millions of people who tried just as hard, followed all the rules, and are still broke, single, or sick. Their stories don't sell books or get clicks. This creates a massively skewed perception of how effective this really is. And the third and most difficult argument is the problem of suffering. If this law is real, why can't a starving child in a war-torn country manifest a loaf of bread? Why do good, positive people get devastating diseases? To suggest that victims of tragedy simply weren't vibrating correctly is not only cruel, it seems to defy all logic and compassion. This is a profound philosophical and theological problem that the simplistic version of manifestation has no good answer for. Now, let's look at the case for manifestation, or at least the scientifically grounded phenomena that make it plausible. First, we have the placebo effect. This is a medically documented miracle. People given a sugar pill, who believe they are receiving a powerful drug, have been shown to heal themselves from diseases, reduce pain, and overcome depression. Their belief alone creates a tangible, biological change. What is manifestation? Then, if not the ultimate placebo, it's a structured system for belief. And if belief can cure disease, could it not also cure poverty, by changing your mindset, motivation, and actions? Second, we have a part of your brain called the reticular activating system, RAS. The RAS is your brain's filter. It's what allows you to hear your name in a crowded room. You are bombarded with billions of bits of data every second, and the RAS filters out what's unimportant and shows you only what you've tagged as relevant. When you decide with clear intention that you want to start a new business, you are programming your RAS. Suddenly, you'll overhear conversations about startup funding. You'll notice articles you would have scrolled past, and you'll see opportunities that were there all along but were invisible to you. Is it magic? Or are you simply aiming your brain's powerful attention filter at your target? Finally, we have the aforementioned observer effect in quantum physics. Again, this is a metaphor, not a direct equivalence. But the fact that at the most fundamental level of reality, energy responds to observation and measurement is profoundly intriguing. It suggests that consciousness is not just a passive byproduct of reality, but is somehow intricately woven into its very fabric. It lends a certain philosophical weight to the idea that our inner world can, and does, influence the outer world. So what's the verdict? Is it real? Is it a delusion? Or is it a powerful psychological tool that leverages known brain functions to increase focus and opportunity spotting? Perhaps the truth lies somewhere in the middle. Maybe it's all three. Chapter 12. The Rhythm of Creation. One of the biggest sources of doubt and resistance is the question of time. I've been doing this for a month. Why isn't it here yet? This anxiety is a manifestation killer. We need to understand that every creation has a natural gestation period. You can't plant an oak seed on Monday and expect to have a mighty oak tree by Friday. A human baby takes 9 months to form. A cake takes a specific amount of time to bake in the oven. If you pull it out too early, you have a gooey mess. Your desires are no different. They are energetic seeds that you plant in the quantum canvas, and they require a period of unseen development before they can break through into your physical reality. This period is often called divine timing. It's the understanding that events are unfolding in a perfect sequence that we, with our limited perspective, cannot always see. Perhaps you need to learn a certain lesson, meet a certain person, or develop a certain skill before you're truly ready to receive and handle your desire. If you were given $1 million today, but you have the financial habits of a broke person, you'd likely lose it all within a year. The universe might be orchestrating events to teach you financial literacy first. Trusting in this gestation period, in divine timing, is a form of release. It allows you to relax. It replaces the anxiety of when with a calm faith of it's on its way and it will arrive at the perfect moment. Your job is to tend to the soil, your inner state, and trust the natural rhythm of creation. Chapter 13. Building a daily practice for manifestation. Knowledge without action is just entertainment. If you want to transform your life, you need to transform your daily habits. All of these concepts, intention, emotional tuning, subconscious programming, must be woven into the fabric of your everyday life. The most effective way to do this is by creating a resonance ritual, a sacred time you set aside each day to consciously manage your energy. This is non-negotiable. It's as important as brushing your teeth. Your morning ritual sets the tone for your entire day. Before you check your phone, before the world floods in, spend 15 to 20 minutes doing the following. First, gratitude. Write down or think of 3 to 5 things you are genuinely grateful for and feel the emotion. Second, intention setting. Clearly state your main intention for the day and for your life. Read your detailed blueprint. Third, visualization. Spend 5 minutes in your theater of reality, feeling the end result of your wish fulfilled. This primes your mind and energy for success before you even get out of bed. Your evening ritual clears the day and programs your subconscious for the night. First, review and release. Briefly review your day. If there were negative events or feelings, acknowledge them and consciously release them. Don't carry them into your sleep. Forgive yourself and others. Second, subconscious programming. This is the perfect time for your SATS visualization practice we discussed earlier. Loop your scene of the wish fulfilled as you drift off to sleep, letting your subconscious mind work on it for the next 8 hours. Committing to this daily practice is what separates the dabblers from the masters. It's the disciplined work that makes your default energetic state one of power, clarity, and abundance. Chapter 14. Manifesting for more than the self. As you become more adept at this process, you may begin to wonder about its larger implications. Are we just meant to use this incredible power to get bigger houses and faster cars? While there's nothing wrong with personal desire, the law of energetic resonance has a collective dimension. Just as individuals have an energy field, so do groups, communities, and even the planet as a whole. Think of the palpable energy in a stadium during a championship game, or the somber, heavy energy that blankets a city after a tragedy. This is the collective field at work. This opens up a profound ethical and spiritual dimension to manifestation. You can use your power to hold a resonant vision not just for yourself, but for others. You can hold the energetic space for a friend's healing, for your community's prosperity, or for peace in the world. This is not about infringing on anyone's free will. It's about adding your coherent, positive energy to the collective field. It's about broadcasting a frequency of love, health, and harmony as a gift to the world. When groups of people come together with a shared, heartfelt intention, as seen in mass meditations or prayer circles, the resonant power is amplified exponentially. This moves you from being a consumer of reality to being a conscious caretaker of it. It's about realizing that your personal well-being is intrinsically linked to the well-being of all. Chapter 15. The Final Secret. We have come a long way on this journey. We've gone from the simplistic lie of ask, believe, receive to the profound truth of the law of energetic resonance. We've learned about blueprints, subconscious codes, emotional currency, and inspired action. But there is one final secret. The ultimate goal of all this work is not to get better at doing manifestation. The goal is to get to a point where you no longer need the techniques. The final secret is this: you must become the thing you seek. It's about identity level change. You don't just do the things a wealthy person does. You must become a person for whom wealth is a natural, normal part of their identity. You don't just act like a person in a loving relationship. You must become a person who is so full of self-love and radiates such loving energy that a partnership is an inevitable byproduct of who you are. At the beginning, you use the techniques, the rituals, the visualizations as scaffolding to build this new identity. You are acting as if. But through consistent practice, that acting becomes your reality. Your subconscious is rewritten. Your default emotional state is elevated. Your identity shifts. You are no longer a poor person trying to manifest wealth. You simply are an abundant person. And from that state of being, your desires manifest effortlessly, naturally, and consistently, because your outer world is always, and without exception, a perfect mirror of your inner self. You cease to be the magician performing a trick, and you simply become the magic itself. So, here we are at the end of our journey together. We started with the frustration of a broken model and journeyed through the depths of energy, consciousness, and the quantum field. We confronted the hard questions and the skeptical voices, and we emerged with a new map. A map that places the power squarely back in your hands. The secret law behind manifestation isn't a cosmic vending machine. It is a deep and intimate dance between you and the universe. It's a call to take radical responsibility for your inner world, your thoughts, your deep-seated beliefs, your emotions, and your energy. It's about realizing you are not a victim of circumstance, but a powerful creator, constantly broadcasting a signal that shapes your reality. Whether you believe this is a literal law of physics or a powerful psychological framework that harnesses the proven power of belief and focus, the result is the same. This path requires you to know yourself, to heal your wounds, to define your dreams, to cultivate joy and gratitude, and to trust in a power greater than your own ego. Regardless of what you manifest externally, the person you become in the process, more self-aware, more disciplined, more joyful, and more faith-filled, is the greatest treasure of all. Don't just take my word for it. Try it. Commit to the practice. Do the deep work. Be the scientist in the laboratory of your own life and see what happens. The only thing you have to lose is the reality you no longer want. Thank you for spending this time with me. Thank you for being open to a deeper truth. Your journey of conscious creation starts now. Man's chief delusion is his conviction that there are causes other than his own state of consciousness. Neville Goddard.